Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. Astra has some really interesting Easter eggs that give you some pretty unusual rewards. From story eggs that are deeply unsettling through to some things that I think are unsolved but need further investigation, which we'll talk about, and even the return of the girls. And they can give you free ray guns. So let's run through my top 5 side Easter eggs in Astra. And before we get started, yes, the skulls are solved. I've talked about them in multiple videos at this point, so you should have been subscribed or you would have missed that. But we're not going to focus on that in this video because we've got other juicy stuff to get through. So let's begin. The Nikolai Easter egg is really unsettling. As Nikolai, you've got to bring 3 Molotovs to the area by the ammo crate near Wisp T, then throw 1 here to reveal footprints, throw another just ahead to reveal more, and then a third to reveal steps that lead towards a small cave opening. You'll then see a small figurine, and you'll be able to interact with it to be teleported into a cave.
They are good people. I will not let Spetsnaz hurt them. They will be safe here.
You came as a savior offering sanctuary, but you delivered them to something far worse.
You travel through the cave, and then you'll see drawings of Nikolai and children, ones he led into the cave for safety.
You can trust Nikolai. They will make example of you.
Then you find this demon named Torbala.
A demon made its home here, hungering in the darkness.
Nikolai did not know. God help me, I did not know.
There's bones of the deceased who Nikolai had led into the cave, and Torbala then follows you through the cave, pretty menacingly.
The demon stole their eyes that it could see, their mouths to feed. It built a tower of their hearts, lined its chambers with their lungs, their skin. But the voice it used to lure them, that was yours.
And you may notice the eyes on Torbala are very similar to the eyes that follow you towards the end of the Reckoning Easter egg. Is that a coincidence? No matter what you believe there, as Nikolai escapes, you see him get eaten by some Ravagers as Torbala watches, and then you pop out again with your rewards.
Nikolai will never be able to make right. But he will try.
Yeah, pretty spooky. For this side quest, I'm actually going to combine 2 into 1, and that's because I feel like they aren't completely solved. I just feel like there must be more to them, but I don't know exactly what it is. So first, you can find a kind of sus-looking lamp, and it'll spawn in different places, but it will always have this kind of glow in it. And when you stare at it by ADSing, it will give you a wisp, almost like you're using Dumbledore's lighter from Harry Potter to suck wisps into your lighter, except it's your gun, and that will then circle around you. You can then melee while you have the wisp to deposit it into another lamp, and then you can take it from that lamp and repeat this several times. Then on the next round, all the lamps will now have a full-grown wisp that you can suck, and once you've done all the wisps around the map, you get a kind of completion noise, and you can then carry 5 of these wisps at a time. But what do they do? As of right now, all I know is that you can melee and send the wisps to instantly fry a zombie, which is kind of cool, but surely there's more here, right? Another one is the bongo Easter egg. This one's really weird. It's a little fella in a zombie window around the map who looks harmless, actually. He looks pretty friendly, and you need to throw a trinket at him that you get from Oscar, and he'll then eat it and run away, and then you repeat this at 2 other windows in 2 future rounds, and then you get a companion called Bongo, but he kind of sucks. So surely there's more to this. And there's also the weird clocks around the map, and if you melee all 5 of the clocks one by one, so here's clock number 1, here's clock number 2, here's clock number 3, here's clock number 4, and his cluck number 5, but you can do that in any order. You'll then go into this kind of slow motion effect, but again, it's just super weird, but I don't really know what it leads to. And so a lot of people have speculated saying, well, you need to combine the wisps with the clocks because 5 wisps could lead to 5 clocks, and you can also hold 5 of Oscar's trinkets at a time, so maybe they're all connected, but the link has not yet been found, so this is one where you're just going to have to subscribe to the channel and come back in the future to your sub box to see future videos from me, which explain how they all come to some kind of conclusion. For the time being, though, these are sort of partial solves, or maybe full solves, but they are very bizarre. Next, we have double pareidolia. So, Shangri-La was confirmed to be on Mars, back on Tag der Toten, pretty much, right? And when we go to Mars, we can hear a faint pareidolia, which was the Shangri-La Easter egg song.
The machine is missing a key part.
But you can actually activate the full Easter egg song by shooting the nostril of this statue outside Mars. In fact, I think you might actually only need to aim down sight at it to get it to trigger. And the song is a banger, so this is a really great Easter egg. But there's actually another way to activate the pareidolia remix, and this time it's by blowing up this meteor by Wisp T. You can do it with a frag or a Semtex or what have you. And then you need to run and wall jump off the left side of it, and you'll fly towards Saturn, which is super cool. You'll also have the opportunity to grab the DG2 for Tessie, and then when you land, you can shoot zombies with Tessie. And again, this is actually one where I'm like, there's got to be more to this Easter egg. I feel like surely there's something we can do with Tessie that's a bit more interesting than just shoot some zombies. But you'll also, through doing all of this, get your pareidolia remix to activate. There's one other little detail about this egg that a lot of people don't realize, and that's that if your pause timer has run out and you need a way to be away from zombies for a minute, you can actually just infinitely jump off the side of the rock and keep visiting Saturn over and over again. And it's going to give you a good 45 seconds or so of uninterrupted, no zombies gameplay, which might be all the time you need to very quickly, I don't know, run into the other room and put the kettle on, or run back in here with your kettle. Well, don't run with your kettle, but to come back into your room with your kettle and pour yourself a cup of tea. Like, it's quite nice as a way to sort of hold a zombie almost without having to hold a zombie. Next, the record players. These have drawn a lot of sort of community attention. There's one in the Machina Australis, and if you do what I do here and you go to this corner by the grandfather clock, in this crate, you'll find a record. You're then going to bring that to the gramophone in the stamina room on this table, and you're going to put it on there, and then kill 10 zombies with equipment in proximity to collect souls. You'll then wait for the song to finish playing, and you'll get a mystery perk and other rewards. But that's just one gramophone. Next, if we go into the museum, and we pick up this record by the wall, by jumping off the wall here, and then bring that to the record player by speed cola, then melee 5 zombies in proximity, and then let the song finish playing, and you'll get another mystery perk. Then finally, in the Luminarium by Jug, next to the grandfather clock on the shelf in the corner here, you're going to grab another record, take it to the gramophone by the couches across the room here, play it, get 15 kills with your field upgrade in close proximity, and then let the song play out and get your third mystery perk. So that's a lot of free mystery perks, which could save you 15,000 points depending on where you are in your perk purchasing journey, and that's a pretty big deal. So this is a really nice Easter egg, especially for a map that has fewer perk machines on it. Next, this Easter egg is so good. The amount of value that you get from just a tiny bit of work from doing this is insane. I now do this every single time I play Astra, and it's the return of my girls from Ashes. I'm so glad to see these ladies come back because the Easter eggs that they are involved with are always really fantastic. So, you're probably wondering why I'm glazing them so much. Well, you can get mystery perks from the girls. You can get ray guns for free pretty consistently, and you can even get tier 3 Pack-a-Punch crystals as well, and they're back every single round, so the chances of you getting the reward that you're looking for is just a matter of time of you checking the girls over and over again to see if they've got it for you. So how do we do it? Well, go into the museum on a Ravager round. You'll see this little case here with 2 handprints inside. Break the glass and then hold square to interact on that Ravager round, and you'll hear an especially spooky ghost noise. This will be different to the normal noise that you get when you interact with that crate. Instead, it's going to be a specific Easter egg version of the sound. Then, come back next round, and a random display case in the museum will have especially spooky Easter egg sounds playing around it. Figure out which one it is from the sound, just follow the sound, and then interact with it, and you'll hear another Easter eggy ghosty sound. Come back again the next round, you'll have a new sound at either the same or a different case, interact with it, and then come back a third time the following round and interact with the spooky noises once again. The girls will now spawn in one of many locations. I've got a bunch of them listed for you here. They can be in the museum, in the corner just here. They can be by the laser trap that's in the luminarium, by the paper just here. They can be outside the luminarium, immediately to the left in the corner just here. They can be by Wisp Tea in the corner just here. They can be in the mule kick area, directly outside of the portal room by Pack-a-Punch in the corner just here. They can be upstairs in the Machina Australis, and the way I remember this one is it's on the opposite side of the room to the room with Thurston on it, so that's where they can potentially be. They can be all the way down by the truck just here. They can also be in the corner of the room kind of behind the bar in the brain cryo canister thing room, and they can be in the Pack-a-Punch room in the corner of the room, and they can be in the Pack-a-Punch room underneath the Pack-a-Punch. So there's tons of spawns for the girls, and all you need to do is run over to them, and they'll then disappear and give you your reward, and then just look around the next round, and they'll be somewhere else. So give these a try the next time you play Astra, and I highly recommend clicking through to my list of even more side quests on screen right now, so you can get some of the extra juicy stuff that wasn't included in this video. And just before you click through, maybe leave a comment with any requests for specific eggs that you want me to cover in more detail in individual vids in the future. So click through now, and I'll see you there.